Some dream of becoming a pro surfer.
I was always a good surfer from early on. That's why I was always involved in surf shops. I've always been a sponsored surfer since I was a little kid.
While others not only dream of surfing, but dedicate their life to it.
I realized early on that this was where I was going. Surfing is one of the few things that you actually do that puts you in the moment. Because when you're in the ocean, it has your attention. And when it throws you underwater, the only thing you're thinking about is getting to the surface. That's living in the moment. And you stand up and you're writing energy. And that's the stoke, which is the feeling you get from surfing. And that's one thing that is magical in surfing, and that's what keeps people coming back.
Tony Carmonico grew up on Long Island. His story is one of adventure, travel, and a pursuit of passion that has led to his success as a pro surfer and artist.
There's two sides of surfing. The competition way is a way to advance and get recognized and get sponsorship and travel the world for these big companies. But the other side of that is the desire to surf and travel.
And that was the path he took.
I went to college. I majored in surfing and minored in business. Started surf shops, started a restaurant, even had a motel for a while, all here in Montauk. I always felt that when I got too far off the track of surfing and tried to do other things, it just brought me further away from the center I had to go to continue this lifestyle and bring me happiness, basically.
That happiness came from traveling the globe to catch the waves.
To actually live the life was what everybody was striving for, to actually go to these locations you saw in magazines or in movies. I mean, we were literally sleeping on our surfboard travel bags, you know, and under a blanket so the mosquitoes wouldn't eat us, or a sheet, and language barriers, things like malaria, things like tigers on the beach. We're living in tree houses and exotic locations. You're traveling in dugout canoes sometimes. That was the excitement and the adventure of surfing at that time. You know, I've got $3 in my pocket, life's beautiful. We were in this place with this fantastic wave. Bottom line, that's what we were there for.
Tony's experience has given him the knowledge to design his own boards.
And these are my model surfboards. I'll just pull one out. And what I've done is, I've taken 40 years worth of surfing, of all the different boards I've ridden over the years, and I've always had all the boards I wanted from different companies, so I got to try everything from the get-go. I'll be off somewhere, say in the Caribbean or something, I'm paddling and I see somebody riding my board. I always sneak up and, what do you think about that board? And I play on that and get the feedback, and then I tell them who I am, so it's always kind of fun.
His journals he kept throughout the years document his surfing adventure.
I can take a particular page and go back and look at it. It all comes back in my mind, all the little crazy things I wrote, and all the things in life you forget.
These pages were recognized and are now exhibited as works of art.
A lot of the art I do is from my journeys and surf travels around the world. What I represent is someone who actually lived the life of a surfer for a long, long time, and I have perspective and I can give insight to what it was like to be a surfer back then and travel to exotic locations that weren't on the internet, and you actually had to go out for the adventure of finding these places. I've stumbled into a lot of different moves through my surfing, through having businesses, surf restaurants, but all of a sudden this has kind of all brought it together. It brought me to another whole part of my surfing experience. It's really evolved into something that now I'm going, gee, this is a hoot, because I get to, all these things I did for myself now is kind of getting accepted, and that's exciting to me. Plus it's supporting me. I think I have a great perspective on life. My success now is people going, God, you lived this crazy life, and well, it's been crazy, all right, you know. Hasn't been the best, it hasn't been the worst, but it's been really interesting. And I've always filled it with adventure, and there's always that sense of, we're gonna go do something else.